Hey, it's me, Christy. I'm back on. Usually I don't get on, but now that I'll tell you about it. Okay, this isn't really what the topic was about, but I figured I'd go into it because I haven't really been on for a while. As you can see, I'm in my boyfriend's room, and yeah, he's at work right now. I went with his mom today and hung out at the mall, and I will tell you about what I did there on my next video because it's an exciting video. This is kind of more of a serious video. But I just wanted to I wanted this to be a video to remember. But I'm just gonna give you an update on my life. I worked at I worked at Ace Hardware last time I was on here, I believe. Or was it Bash's? I don't know how long ago I was on here last. But it's been at least a year, I think. Maybe. I don't know, maybe less. But before that last video I posted, I hadn't been here for months, at least. Maybe even more. But what happened is, ever since my last video, I got fired at Ace Hardware, and and I was out of a job for a while because I didn't have a job. I didn't get one, like right away. Sort of. I got one right away. Like, I put out applications, like they gave me a week suspension, and for some stupid reason, like, even though they gave me a week suspension, I think they knew they were gonna fire me. So that's why when I actually got fired, they said they were gonna pay me for it because they knew they were gonna fire me, and I was pissed off, and that's illegal. That's against the law. They can't give you suspension, like, off work without pay and then fire you like that. I guess it's a law or something. That's what they said, and so they paid me for that week, for my pay week, or what I usually work, But what happened was I got fired, and I was out of a job for like 3 weeks maybe. But it wasn't all that long. I lived, I managed. I still got to pay my rent, somehow. I managed to pay my rent. And so what happened was John, my friend at the time. Well, no, not even at the time. He's still okay. I'll just tell you flat out. I met this guy. Well, I knew him already. I knew him for months. He worked at Ace Hardware with me. He was my cashier supervisor. He was my supervisor, basically. But that's not a big deal because, like, all he did was, like, make sure we did all the things we were supposed to do right. He wasn't, like, a manager or anything. He didn't really have any big authority over us. He just had the job of watching us, making sure we were doing stuff right. That's pretty much it, but, he could sometimes authorize transactions because they gave him a code or something. But so we started dating March 23rd. I don't remember how it happened. It was like okay, this is the deal. On Valentine's Day this year, 2008 Valentine's Day, I was really lonely. I had nobody, and I cried my eyes out at work. I bawled because I had nobody. Cody was like my last boyfriend, and he was a jerk, and I didn't even like him. But basically, I was really lonely, and I was really depressed, and I was so sad, and I needed someone really bad. And I couldn't have anybody. And it was funny because John, we weren't dating at the time on Valentine's Day, and he's like, I'm gonna go on my break. Don't cry me a river while I'm gone. I thought it was kind of mean. Um, March 23rd. Well, no, it wasn't March 23rd, but it was like a week or something before that. I talked to John and I said, "Hey, John, what would you say if I asked you out?" And he said, "I don't know. Um, I don't know. I'd have to think about it." And I said, "Would you say yes or no?" He said, "I have to think." And so, like about 10, maybe 20 minutes later, I was like, "Hey, John, wanna go out with me?" And he's like, I'll have to think about it. And so, like, he maybe went like 2 days and he still didn't have an answer for me. And I was like, John, what the heck? I want to know. I want to know what your answer is. Do you want to go out with me or not? And then he's like, okay, I'll tell you like Tuesday. And I don't remember what day it was that I asked him, but he said he'd tell me on Tuesday. So Tuesday came and he told me, he's like, well, he didn't tell me, but I had to ask him. He wanted me to ask him, basically. So I was like, John, do you want to go out with me? And he said, yeah. And I said, what? I said, are you serious? And he said, yes, I'm serious. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, on the floor almost at that point. Like, almost all the way on the floor at that point. And I'm like, so embarrassed. I'm turning, like, cherry red. I'm like so red, and I'm like I'm kind of embarrassed because my coworker's like right next to me, and it's like so weird. And everybody was like, well, we always thought you would make a good couple, blah blah blah, you know, when they found out. And it was like, so it was just, I just never thought me and John. And you know what, I found out not long after we started dating that he actually liked me before. Before I asked him, he actually liked me a lot. He thought I was cute. He just never asked me, you know, like he was too shy, I guess. John's more of a shy guy. He's not the kind of guy that would go and ask a girl out, you know. But you know what? He used to pull my hair all the time. He told me that's because he thought it was cute. And he was just playing with me. Gosh, the things you just blow off and then find out later on what they really were, you know? It's so weird. But anyways, so I better not make this too long. It's already 7 minutes, 46 cents. So anyways, this is more about my life. Anyways, so yeah, we got together and everything. But that's pretty much all I'm gonna tell you. Me and John are going out. We're together.
Dave from Fox here with Laurel on the phone. I'm a Fox super fan. Well, have you heard about the new
I'm just gonna say we have our secrets. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Because I don't want to say anything and get, you know, killed for it in the end, you know. Because, I mean, if I don't say anything, then they can't get me for anything. Because I haven't said anything about anything. So, anyways, sorry, I'm tired. Okay, so I just wanted to tell you all, I am so sad when it comes around September 11th. It's the 7-year anniversary, and it really seems to have gone by so fast. It's like crazy. It's like, oh my gosh, how could it go by that fast? But, okay, I have to turn it off. I'm gonna have to turn it off in a few seconds and re-record something else. Like, make it continued because this video is gonna last too long. Okay? So anyways, that was like, it seems like really, like not that long ago, but it's been 7 years. Can you believe that? 7 years. That's crazy. For one, I mean, I was 12 years old when that happened. I was homeschooled. I remember my mom waking me up in the morning and saying, "Christy, wake up, there's something on the news you need to see." Blah, 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 and I was freaking out. I was like, "What is it?" But I need to go because it's close to time.